Imagine this. Africa is using more AI tools than ever before, but almost none of them are built here. And that one fact is slowly creating a new kind of digital dependence, one that could shape Africa's future for decades. So the question is simple. What does it really mean when a whole continent relies on foreign AI tools? Why does it matter? And why are experts warning that Africa could face digital marginalization if nothing changes? Meet Aisha. She's a digital designer in Lagos. She uses popular AI tools to create art and mock-ups for clients. But when she enters Yoruba names, the AI misspells them. When she tries local concepts, the AI doesn't understand. And when she asks for African faces, the results often look wrong, stereotypical, or just not African. Aisha's story is not unique. Millions of Africans use AI tools that were never trained on African data, languages, or cultural context. So the AI misunderstands us, and many of us don't even notice how big that problem is becoming. Here's where things get interesting. Every time you use an AI tool, your text, your voice, your images, sometimes even your behavior get collected and processed. But most of this data isn't stored in Lagos, Nairobi, Kigali, or Accra. It goes straight to massive data centers owned by foreign companies in Europe, the United States, or Asia. Africa hosts less than 1% of global data center capacity, which means Africa uses the tools, Africa generates the data, Africa fuels the model improvements, but the value, the ownership, the jobs, and the economic power stay outside the continent. That is the core of digital marginalization. And here's a deeper layer. AI gives priority to languages with a lot of training data. African languages collectively represent less than 0.1% of global AI language datasets. If your language isn't represented in AI, then your identity, your culture, your idioms, and your worldview become invisible in the digital world. This is why voice assistants struggle with African accents, why translation tools break when translating Swahili or Yoruba idioms, why AI customer support bots don't understand African names, and why some facial recognition tools misidentify darker skin tones more often. But here's the twist. Across the continent, something exciting is happening. Startups like InstaDeep, Data Science Nigeria, Masakane, Lacuna Fund, and AI Hub Rwanda are building datasets, models, and research specifically for African languages and African contexts. Africa has a massive advantage that most people overlook: a young population, fast-growing digital adoption, and some of the most diverse cultures and languages on Earth. If Africa builds its own AI, even a small part of it, it could shape the future of global technology. So what needs to happen next? Governments must create policies that support local AI ecosystems. Investors need to fund African AI companies, and everyday people, students, creators, freelancers, need to start exploring homegrown AI tools and contributing our voices, our languages, and our stories to models that represent us. Because AI is not just about technology. It is about culture, identity, and power. And if Africa doesn't build its own systems, someone else will decide the future for us. This is Future Lens Africa, and this is just the beginning.